Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy King A here, and today we are covering the new Luke Cage buff. I feel like I'm like a week late on this. Uh, but yeah, I feel like there's been, how do I put this? Like people have kind of known that he's been buffed, but people don't really know why, or not know why, but know like they know why because Luke Cage sucked. um, but they don't really know what was going on in the buff or like what really happened, why people are saying, oh, he's good now. And so what I want to do is kind of go over some of his new abilities, and then one of my alliance mates sent a video into my line chat. It is a little bit low quality, which I kind of apologize for, but you will see that after we kind of go over this, and I'll talk about what's going on. Some of the values are kind of blurry, so I will go over it. And that video is Luke Cage versus Map 6 Hyperion. And yeah, let's just jump into it. So, I think the biggest difference, or the biggest difference in his damage output, is the 311.4 attack rating for each debuff on the opponent that he gains that amount. Um, and this kind of works in conjunction with his stun, his exhaustion, and his concussion. Concussion, I think, is a new debuff for Luke Cage. Stun, he already kind of got. Um, but yeah, so on the light attacks, there's a 30% chance to exhaust the opponent. So one of the things that I've noticed, that I noticed in the video and that I kind of thought about, is probably in the first couple of combos you want to do a heavy and then 4 lights instead of the usual heavy 3 lights and then a heavy, or like 3 lights and then 2 heavies, which you kind of want to end the combo. You want in the 5-hit combo, you want to do 3 heavies. I mean 4 lights, so you can build up um, some more exhaustion. And another thing this does, it reduces critical hit damage as it did before, and also the potency of power gain effects by 25%. So this doesn't mean overall power gain. So like they still gain power at a normal rate, but power effects like Mystic Dispersion and I guess power gain. I don't know. That I think Mystic Dispersion is the only kind of caveat to that. And so once you have 4 exhausts, all power gain effects are totally nullified, and there is a little something special when you get over 4, which we'll go over when we look at the video. There's a 57% chance to stun, which goes up by 10% for each stack, and this has max of 30%, so 30 plus 57, 87. So when you have 3 stacks up, you have an 87% chance, which is kind of what the uptime is. I guess there aren't really that many abilities. I thought there were more. And then a special attack 2 consumes all exhaustion debuffs to inflict concussion. So this is kind of like, I don't really know how much you want to use this. It does have 13 seconds uptime, but that is not enough seconds to keep it up always. But if you do have a bunch of exhaustion debuffs, it is kind of nice to just do. I think you should only use it if you have 4, because then you have 100%, which is kind of nice for negating something like Magic's Limbo or Mephisto's Aura of Incineration or Dormammu's Degen, compared with, or conjuncted with the fact that Luke Cage is Science Champion, so he does already get the extra damage. And then Special Attack 3 inflicts 4 exhaustion debuffs. We already kind of went over that. And these last for 18 seconds, as opposed to the other ones, which last for 10 seconds. So, now that you kind of have the basic outline, kind of know he gets to increase attack. This is my rank 1, level 25. And this attack, I calculated it, is 45% chance, or not 45% chance, 45% increase in his attack. I did it with a base attack, and it is based on base attack. I think it might get boosted from masteries a little bit, but I'm not sure. So now let us jump over into this video. Seamless transitions. And yeah, there isn't game sound, but I do have commentary. I will be kind of like skipping ahead. So I think the first thing you need to notice is this Hyperion has 190,000 health. And I think the Luke Cage gets him down in about 2.5 minutes. So the damage output is decent. This is a max Luke Cage. You can see the 550 right there. The other team that's running Ghost Rider Blade Synergy. I think those are both unique synergies, so they don't affect Luke Cage. So you don't really have to worry about that. And this might mean that Luke Cage is a potential counter for Hyperion. Can you go into the fight? Okay. In 4 map 6 if you're kind of struggling. So it is kind of a little bit low quality. But as you can see right there, he did do 3 light attacks, or not 3, 4 light attacks, because this last animation is another light attack. So he did a heavy and then 4 lights. He didn't get any exhaustion debuffs, which kind of cheeks. He got one right there. As you can see, the power gain is doing a little bit less now. It's not very noticeable, but now that he has 3 up, it is a lot less noticeable. So you can see that that power gain is really not doing a whole lot for him there. And you can also see that the damage values have gone up, so his crits are now doing like 2,000 on the heavies, as I think before they were doing about 1,000. And so now he has 5, and then you see the damage really goes up. So those crits are now, I think those might have been light attacks. I'm actually going to go back and check. Hold on. Yeah, so it's here. Yeah, that last attack is a light attack, and it's doing 2,400. So I'm guessing for the heavies, when you have about 4 exhaustion debuffs up, is about like 3k for a max Luke Cage, and for a 5-star taking up to rank 4, it might be around like 4,000, 4,500. And so now he has so now the exhaustion debuffs are getting over 4, and that's kind of where the power gain effect is really, this power gain is totally nullified. You'll see he's not getting any power from the power gain. But an interesting thing, now that he has 7, look at the power. It's going down. So basically, it reduces by 25%, but then this goes under 0. So then it becomes negative 25, negative 50, negative 75, negative 100. And you can really see it here when you see he pushes him over the threshold, and then it comes back for that very split second. Let's see if I can get it right here. So he pushes him over right there, and then, oh wait, in that, it's like that one frame, if you can see it, I think it's like right after this attack. See, right there, it's gray again. So that kind of outline the power gain, and then once he has 8, you can really see that power gain is really coming into effect there, or that power drain. And now it's at 11. It's draining super fast. So this is kind of you can see. I think basically what he did is he just spammed the L3 to get as many exhaustion debuffs as possible, and you can see you can keep it over 4 pretty consistently. He's not doing a 4 light combo anymore. He's throwing in it's called 2 heavies in there now, and he's really getting the damage. Boom! Got the 70 hits, so he's doing about 4k on the crits. I think that did about 7,000 damage. Y'all can go back and check if you want. And yeah, it's just kind of interesting. I know I've kind of rambled on long enough. I'm just kind of gonna let this play. But yeah, so Luke Cage, I think Kabam actually did a really good job with his buff. He can be a power drain. I hope I'm gonna try and upgrade my 5-star Luke Cage, maybe to rank 2, maybe to rank 3, because why not? I mean, I guess the only why not is I don't have the gold. When I do get the gold, I will try and do that and do some testing, maybe against my Map 6 Hyperion, and get some video footage of that. And yeah, just watch Luke Cage go from pillow hands to diamond hands. That did 2,000 damage for 7 debuffs, and yeah, boom, just taken down. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Kind of doing some in-depth analysis, and yeah, I will catch y'all later. Peace.